Okay, so now we are on the background and text. This is slide number 10. So what you need to do now is go down here to your layers palette, and you are going to go all the way down and find the layer that's the background. So click on that. Now you are also going to go over here to the toolbox on the left side, and you're going to click on the gradient tool. This is the gradient tool right here. And click on that. And then you have to choose your color. Let's see, I think I've already chosen my color before. Alright, so I think I chose this color before. And what I will do is now I'm going to put it on my background, and I'm going to left click and click and drag to fill the background. So you can kind of play around. Okay, now if you decide, you know what, I don't really like that, I want to try something different, remember you can always go into this history right here. Okay, click on that, and it says gradient, that's the last thing you just did, and just trash that. Delete state gradient, yes. Okay, so now close that back up, and now I can try something different. Maybe I want to see what it looks like if I take my gradient and go like this. Uh-oh, I did that on purpose for you guys, because if that happens to you, no worries, because the reason that happened was, notice where you are on layer 2. So that is not what you want. You want to be on the background. Okay, so if that happens, just go in history, okay, delete that gradient. You're back to your donut. That was layer 2. So always make sure when you're doing the background, you're on the background layer. And now I'm ready to try that again. Okay, so there's my donut. Now, within the layers palette, what you need to do now is I need you to highlight and select all of the layers. So right now I just have 2 layers and a background. I have layer 2, so I am going to hold shift, the shift button down. I'm going to click on layer 2 and layer 1. I don't want the background, so make sure you're not highlighting the background. Make sure you just have layer 1 and layer 2. Okay, you don't have the background, just layer 1 and layer 2. Now I'm going to go down here to the little links, and I'm going to click on that link, and so those are locked. Now that those are locked, layer 1 and 2 are locked together, the icing and the sprinkles and the donut, now I can take my so now I can take my move tool. Okay, remember this right here with all the arrows, that's the move tool. Now I can take that donut and I can move it to wherever I want on my background. So I'm gonna put it right, I think, there, or maybe move it over a little bit. And now I'm ready to go ahead and start playing with my text and figuring out what am I going to call my donut shop, and you know, what kind of font and color and size am I going to use. So you need to go over here to the text tool, the one with a big T. Okay, so now the text tool is up here, and I already have it on what I chose earlier to save time. So now down here, I'm going to go ahead and start typing, and I am just going to call it Digital Donuts. Okay, you guys can get as clever as you want. Now, this is a little too big, so I'm going to highlight it, and up here I am going to change it to size 48, and then I can also move it. Okay, I'm going to kind of center it. The other thing I do want to do is I want to try the warp. Warp means just changing how the words go, if they go in an arc or if they go wavy. So over here, okay, I'm going to click on the warp. It says could not complete your request, but I can say okay, and now I can go in here, and I think what I did before was I'm going to play around with different ones. So I'm going to see what it looks like. So I think that's the one I had before, and I can play around here. Maybe instead of bending 50, maybe I'm going to see what it looks like if I go to 60. Okay, so this is the fun place where you get to kind of play around. Okay, I'm going to click off of it. So I like that. I like the look of that. So when you're done playing with your font and the color and the size, and if you want to, warp your lettering, when you're all done, then you of course want to continue saving. So go in File and Save. And now we're going to move on to slide number 11, which is going to be to add the drop shadow and finish.